Hello, I am the Snoo, and we're back in my Pass It On world. Um, a couple things before I start. Try to, we have these chests. Please use them, and please use them in a sort of a sensible manner. I've rearranged them a little bit. Obviously, I'm not asking you guys. I have it in a certain way X, and you guys all use it that way or whatever. Blah blah. No, that's not what I'm saying. But try to keep them semi neat and mildly organized so that it's not horribly impossible for people to find stuff. And secondly, please check the chests when you're going to start building and find stuff. We don't need. I went and extended the hallway a little bit further, but before I did that, there were like I dug around and found like something like 12 stone pickaxes. um, so you know when you've got tools or whatever, stick your tools and crafting stuff there, and go along these chests and try make a mild effort to figure out if you've got anything that goes in these chests somewhere. They're mostly fairly obvious as to what sort of thing they want. Um, but yeah, okay, and so there's that, and okay. Oh, and yes, nobody's been building up here. Thanks, that's great. This is basically just your sort of starting area, basic materials that you may or may not want. Everybody's keeping it below the sandstone line, and I appreciate that. That's what it's there for. So let's check out what we got. First on the list, we've got T-Chick 777. He built a little reed farm here for reeds, presumably. There's absolutely nothing, and just so you guys know, you can build farms or anything. You can build any kind of farm. You don't let you think my tree farm's too small? Come down here and build a huge, giant, massive tree farm. With whatever, you know, um, etc., etc. You can build whatever you want down here. It's your call. Just try. Let's avoid giant caverns full of like penis statues or something. Anyway, moving on. T-Chick also built himself a little fort. And yes, come on, let's go. All right. Got a nice wool wall, pretty colors, everything. A little checker pattern. Got some flowers and some grass. Got the door here. Step on the door, plays a note, or the pressure plate rather, it plays a note. Got some bookshelves. Got the lighting. Oh, you know what? I just now noticed that. I didn't notice that before. He's got a nice checker pattern with cobblestone and regular stone on the ceiling here. And I don't know, whatever. He's got some work areas, everything. He didn't. It's not finished. He's gonna be doing some more work on that later. Um, and just so you guys know, yes, I don't know if I said this earlier, but yes, you can come on here and do this as many times as you want. There's no like limit to it. So if you want to come on here, 364 times, that's fine. The only thing is you'll just have to sign up 300, however many times I just said, um, because you get it for the specified amount of time. Which right now I'm thinking about extending it. I don't know. We'll see. Right now it's currently 24 hours, which some of you have said that's kind of a short time. I can tell you right now that there are some Pass It On files out there. If you go check out the Minecraft forums, I think there's a subforum actually dedicated to it. I'm not sure, but I know there's a lot of Pass It On files floating around there, and some of them have limits like um, 6 hours. I think there's one for 3 hours. So 24 hours is not really a short time. It's not the longest time because I think there's some of them out there for 2 days, a week, stuff like that. So, but anyway, I'm not, the 24-hour thing isn't set in stone. I'm looking at it, and depending on how many people get signing up, I might expand it a little bit to give you more time to work or whatever. We'll see. But anyway, here we have the PokeGamer 589. He did his thing. He just kind of built a little design. I suspect that's supposed to be a Pokemon, but forgive me, I'm really not a Pokemon guy, so I can't even guess what that might be. But he's got a little message, what will come out. I'm actually oh, it's a Pokeball. That's what it is. Derp. Okay, now I just now realized what that meant. Okay. And he invites everybody who comes on here and does a build on here. He invites you to put your name and your favorite Pokemon on one of the walls. His is Starmie. Yes, Starmie. And Zephyr Warrior has also done this. Blastoise. Again, like I said, I'm not a person, a Poke gamer, a Pokemon guy. So I really have no Pokemon of any sort of favoriteness that I have. The only ones I can even think of off the top of my head are Squirtle and Pikachu. So, yeah, no sign for me. But anyway, moving on. Here we have Zephyr Warrior's build. I put that sign up there just in case, because sometimes if you run in here really quick, you might miss the sign that he put up. But I'm not going to go in there. I've already been in there, and yeah, let's just say that if you want to go in there, feel free. Also, yes, so anyway, so further, that's all the building that's been done. I did have another person who came in and built something, but unfortunately, he was basically right in the middle of the list. Oh, hang on, pause. Sorry about that. I got a call on Skype from one of my friends. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes. I had somebody else who did some work, and unfortunately, they were having some issues with the file upload, and I had some other people on the list who needed to go. So, unfortunately, his stuff was not included. However, he did say that he would like to do some work later, so hopefully we can get that all, that sort of thing doesn't happen again. But just really quick, a hint when you're, or not a hint, but rather a tip, when you're uploading, make sure you're uploading the file that you've modified and not the file that you originally downloaded. So take, when you take your file and you put it in your saves folder and start playing, you need to make a new zip folder, or a new zip file, or RAR file, or whatever it is you're using, to and then you need to take the folder that you've been working on out of your saves and copy it into that zip file, to make absolutely certain that you're uploading the right one, so that you don't accidentally send me the file that I sent you, because that won't include your work, which is the whole point of this, to include your work. But anyway, crap, now I'm all distracted. I don't remember where I was or what I was talking about. Well, oh, and I don't know if I discussed this previously, but just in case, because this was an important thing, you'll notice here on T-Shake777's reed farm, it's going along the hallway. You want to avoid that. You want to take, whenever you make something, you want to extend it away from the hallway. So that, because now all this room right here is reed farm, and nobody else can build into the wall right here. And also, try and extend your, when you start building, take 5 minutes and build a hall out a ways. It doesn't take that long at all to get a decent, a fairly decent distance away from here. So just take it out, 15, 20, 50, whatever you're comfortable with. Just take it out a little ways from the hallway so that other people have room to go out of the hallway without me having to constantly be extending it, because that's just, it's annoying. It's boring work. I'm not really accomplishing anything other than making the hallway boring, make the hallway longer. So that's, I'd rather, well, anyway, the point is just take it out a ways before you start your actual build. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. If any of you, I hope there are a lot of you who do want to get on here. It's really, it's you don't have to build a great big grand epic thing, as you've seen here. Some of these things are smaller, and if you want to build something huge, that's great. You don't have to do it all in one sitting. You can start building, send the file back to me, and get back on the list and continue it at some other date. People aren't going to screw with your build. I do a quick walkthrough whenever I get the file back, and if I see that somebody has, keep this in mind now, if I see that you've taken and like screwed around with somebody else's build, I won't include your additions to the file. I'll just go with the file that I sent you. I'll take that and send it to somebody else, and your stuff won't be in there. So unless for except for in obvious situations, for like instance right here in the PokeGamers deal where he says, where he asks you, hey, put your name on the wall with your Pokemon that you like and everything. Yeah, go ahead and do that. But he's not. You notice he's not saying, dig giant holes in my walls and fill the room up with TNT and stuff like that. So don't. If somebody invites you to come and if it's an invitation to come and modify something, they put a sign or whatever, or if I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't personally invite somebody, send them a YouTube message or an email or whatever, and say, hey, if you want to get on, and go in there and mess my room around with do this and do that. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't do that, because I don't know about it, and if you tell me, oh, so and so said that I could do this, that I can't really accept that, because anybody can. I can go on and say, oh yeah, no, it's cool, so and so said that he wanted me to fill his room with TNT and blow it up and blah blah blah. I really, if somebody else sends me a message and says I said so and so could do this, okay, it's whatever. But the point is, unless somebody tells me that they said you could do this, then I really have no way of knowing that they said that. So just stick with your builds. Do whatever you want with them. Make them big, make them small, and don't be afraid. That's the big thing. Don't be afraid to come on here and just build something small and then give it back to me. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, we're going for big epic builds, but if you're not the big epic build or type of person, then feel free to just come on here, make a little room, and put a picture in it or something. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Just the point is to get a lot of people in here to build a whole bunch of different things, and when they all get added up, it'll be big and epic. You don't even have to build something that's necessarily yours. If you want to dig a huge hallway that goes off somewhere and just doesn't do anything, it's just this huge big hallway, and then stick a sign on it and say, hey, come here and add to my hallway, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and do that. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. And I think that's pretty much everything. I wish I could remember everything I wanted to say before I got interrupted, but well, anyway, so that's pretty much it. So I hope I get a lot of you guys joining in on this. And just remember, those of you who have already built, you can keep building some more if you want. And that's pretty much. Oh, somebody notified me that the way I pace back and forth when I talk is super annoying. So I've been trying to see how many circuits of the hallway I could do while I was talking. But anyway, so that's pretty much all I have. Send me some messages. Send me YouTube messages. If you don't know how to do that, it's very simple. Go up to the upper right-hand corner of your browser window. There's a link up there that says your name, your username. Click on it. It'll bring a drop-down menu. And click on the one that says inbox, and that'll send you to your message center, and there will be a button that says compose, and I'm pretty sure you should be able to figure it out from there. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Whoops. Bye bye.